Hello everyone, Becca here, Willow Hill Designs, and today I'm sharing my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, Volume 2, the Snowman page. And I am way behind on this, mostly because I've been spending most of my time working on my new studio space, so that has taken up a lot of my time. I haven't even begun the Nutcracker. Oh my goodness, behind. So this is my page. I had done a little drawing here, and this was what I had come up with. This was where my idea, one of the feature, I guess I should say, was a pocket for this page, and I thought, well, I can make this little bag a pocket and make there be a Santa snowman. So that's kind of the direction that I went with this. And so this is my little Santa snowman. Just put that under there. And that gave me the opportunity to make the little pocket and have some other little snowmen or snow girls here that want some gifts from the Santa snowman. And I put this trim up at the very top because the last page in our first signature, this has 4 pages in the signature, I had done that at the top of that page. And being that these two will be next to each other in the book, it'll be like this. I thought it would be nice to have some continuity there. So starting at the top of the page, I did that trim to sort of go with the other page, the Winter Village page. And so that's just a red ivory fabric with some lace sewn over the top to look like snow. And the snowmen were made from this batting. I think this is a Quilter's Select. It's a very nice bright white batting, and it's nice and thick. So I cut all of the snowmen out of that batting, and snow girls, snow people. And so there's 3 little ones and then a Santa snowman, because this is my pocket and he's going to be giving out gifts to all the other little ones. And so that was easy enough. I just did a whip stitch around the edge of the batting for the snow people, and that got them down nicely enough. And then this hat, this little Santa hat, and the scarf and the belt and even the bag, they all have turned edges. And I know sometimes with our slow stitching we want raw edges, sometimes we want finished edges, and I wanted these to be finished. So I used the method that I've talked about before, where I take Floriani washable stabilizer and I iron it to the wrong side of the fabric, and then just put some glue stick along the edge and turn your seam allowance over. You've cut about 1/4 of an inch or a little bit less seam allowance, and when you do that, you get a nice smooth finished edge, and then you can just apply all of your elements. I used to do a lot of needle turn applique, and but I do so many quilts with lots of detail, and it just took so long. This is just very quick and easy. You just prepare your shapes, and this washes out. This 80% of it will just disappear when you wash your quilt. You get lots of nice detail with this method too. You can do intricate shapes, and I was asked by a couple of subscribers to show some of my quilts, so at the end I'll show one where I used this method and got some wonderful detail, but I'll put that at the end so that if anyone wants to click off, they can. I certainly understand if you don't want to look at quilts. But so that was the method that I was able to use to get his hat and scarf and the bag, all turned edges, in his belt. And these trees are just cut out. Those are raw edge applique the trees on the page, and I did put a little bit of stickle glue, sparkly glue on them, just to sort of give them a glistening look of the snow. The tree is embroidered. I just drew the tree on with Frixion pen, or Friction, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, and embroidered the tree, and that is just an outline stitch for the branches, and the tree itself is a brown wool. The tree branches are embroidered, and the snow, the little touches of snow on the tree are embroidered as well. And then I decided to add some little friends, forest friends, because it looks like they're out in the forest to me. I put a little bunny on here and a little doe. I just love what they add to these pieces. And the little snow people's hats are made from a circular piece of lace. It's actually a scarf that has little circles that dangle off of it. And I just cut like a quarter, not quite a quarter of the circle, and made these little snow hats to look like the little knitted or crocheted hats that kids wear in the wintertime. And then I embroidered the features on the snow people, the noses and the eyes and the little stone buttons. And this belt buckle on the snowman is made with a gold sulky thread and just straight stitches. I just passed it over several times to make it nice and thick. Gold sulky metallic is very nice to work with. It's easy and it doesn't split. So that was the belt. And this, of course, was my featured pocket. And these little toys come out, and that is a little pocket. You can put things in there. And so I just cut out these little shapes, and I did some fray check around the edges, and they can go in the bag however. So there's little gifts in there, and a little horse. And so that was my pocket feature on the page. And lastly, I think, oh, and I embroidered the snow, the blue snow on there. And lastly, I did the sequins on here, and I had used those also on my Snow Village. Same thing. Those are a 4mm clear sequin that are iridescent, and I don't know if I'm catching any sparkle here or not. Kind of. I guess you can see it. Yeah, I guess you can see that. So there is a little sparkle from the sequins. So I'll just give you a close-up of my page. I don't generally put anything over this part of the napkin. I generally leave that plain, but I thought that it would be nice to put a little doe there. And I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but that is my page so far. And I was going to say that when I was putting these sequins on, again, my thread kept coming unthreaded with the needle, and it was just maddening because, you know, every time I'd put a sequin on and pull through, the thread would come out. And I tried the knot in the thread up at the needle, and that still came out. So I tried another method that I learned a while ago, and if you I don't know if I can do this on camera or not, but if you take the short side of your thread, the short end, you have the knot in this end and this short end, and you just take your thread and pierce it. I don't know if I can do this on camera. If you pierce the thread, I don't know if you can see that. The thread is pierced. excuse me, and then you just pull this right up to the eye of the needle. Pull your thread right up to the eye of the needle, and that won't come out. If you pull and pull on that, that won't come out. It's still threaded. Let's see if I can show it on my sweater. It'll stay threaded. So that's something nice. You just need a very sharp point on your needle, but this one, I don't know if you can see the blue a little bit better, but it's the same thing. The thread is pierced, and you just pull it down to your eye and pull your thread, and your thread will stay right on the needle. So it's really kind of a nice method to use when you're doing lots, and I don't know how many, I bet there's 100 sequins on here at least. So I thought I would share that quickly. And this will be the Snowman page, and the next page is where the nutcracker will go. And I have to say, I'm not crazy about nutcrackers. They're a little bit creepy to me. I'm not looking forward to that, but I'll see what I can do. So I'm just going to show quickly for a couple of subscribers that have asked to see my quilts. And if anyone wants to click off now, certainly it won't hurt my feelings at all. So I just thought I would show quickly that using that same method with the Floriani stabilizer, you really can achieve some unbelievable detail. And all of this was done with that method. As I said, I used to do a lot of needle turn applique, and it just took forever. I mean, I would be here 3 lifetimes to do this. So that is one really nice way to accomplish what you'd like to with your designs. And this is the other heron that goes with that one. This one is standing in some bamboo. And but you can get lots and lots of detail with the birds and leaves. This was actually going to go on a quilt that was a cabin in the mountains. And my daughter decided that she wanted just the cabin in the mountains with all the scene. There was a moose and some deer and different things, and this would have made it very large, so there was going to be a heron on one side and the other, and then up tops, I think I had a fox in front of the moonlight and something else at the bottom in these triangles. So I have these now, and I'm going to do a quilt for our great room. I'm going to do something with a cabin, but there are other quilts ahead of this. So, namely my son's wedding quilt and my 2 little grandsons' quilts. So if I have time to finish something for myself, this will be one of the first on the list. So I thought I would just share those quickly for anyone who likes quilting. I know that there are quilters who do slow stitch. I thought I would share. So again, this is my page for the snowman, and he'll be in the book like that. What a wonderful book this is. I thought I loved the first book, and I didn't know that I would love this one as much, and maybe even more. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, for stopping by and taking part in my journey, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much. Bye for now.